Do you know that 80% of the baby's brain development takes place in the womb itself? Did you know that the power of thoughts and emotions has also developed in the baby, and its foundation of thinking, character and behavior has already been laid during this time? Do you know that the baby can be made superb from within the womb itself? Do you wish your children to be obedient, charitable, happy, intelligent, honest, kind and generous, successful in every field, and having all moral and ethical qualities? If you really wish so, then you are in the right place, as all World Gayatri Pariwar, Shantikunj, Haridwar, Uttarakhand has brought to you the Garbh Sanskar or baby's comprehensive cultivation program within the womb to have a cultured future generation in the world. It is surprising but absolutely true that 80% of a baby's personality is laid in the womb itself. If we look at the present times, there is a sharp decline in morals and human values among young people. Forget about them respecting their parents. These days, they have a growing tendency of getting angry at them, throwing things, quarreling, fighting, disobeying, taking drugs, having various mental disorders like depression, tension, anxiety, and so on, which has become a matter of grave concern. Have you ever given thought to why some children are calm, obedient, polite, virtuous, cultured, kind-hearted, self-confident, caring for their parents and so forth, right from the beginning, and on the contrary, others end up becoming a big trouble for their family and parents? There are some children who easily fall into the trap of drugs at a young age, and some others never give in to any such habit, even though enjoying their personal freedom away from home. What is the reason for the difference between the two types of children? The only reason is the difference in their upbringing, home atmosphere, and the diet, thinking, and conduct of their prospective parents. It starts from the time of conception. Just as we choose a suitable clean bowl to put sacred food in, the soul which is about to be born also chooses the womb or the mother that suits its qualities, deeds, and nature. The womb is a tool, the home of the soul to be born. The qualities, actions, nature, diet, lifestyle, feeling, thoughts, and conduct of the parents determine the quality of their egg and sperm. Their union leads to formation of an embryo and determines the kind of a soul that enters into it. The soul enters the womb bringing along its good and bad deeds from many previous lives. The purpose of the Garbh Sanskar or sacrament is to inculcate good qualities and to get rid of its bad qualities right within the womb. The main purpose of the Garbh Sanskar is to cultivate good qualities, actions, and nature of the baby in the womb itself. According to ancient legends, Queen Madalsa, the wife of King Ritudwaj, trained her 3 children within the womb to make them eminent divine scholars, and at the king's request, the 4th child, Alark, into a competent emperor. As a baby in the womb, Abhimanyu learned the art of penetrating the military formation of Chakravyu. Ashtavakra became a distinguished spiritual scholar, and Prahalad became a great devotee. In ancient times, sages described the method of Garbh Sanskar, through which not only the physical, but mental, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual development of the baby can be facilitated in the womb. Perhaps these stories are from the ancient times, but even today's modern science is also recognizing it. It says that if the expectant mother is happy, cheerful, and satisfied, the home atmosphere is blissful, the behavior of the husband and wife is good, and the family members are living together lovingly, then favorable hormones are released in the mother, which also makes the baby happy, cheerful, stress-free, who would go on to become a clever, well-behaved, self-confident, creative, sensible individual, having positive thinking, capable of making right decisions, and may be successful in every field of life. On the other hand, if the mother is sad, stressed, worried, irritable, quarrelsome, or there are arguments and abuses going on within the family, negative hormones are released within her, leading to reduced enthusiasm, curiosity, reduced happiness of the baby, which could be born small, grumpy, crying, angry, mentally and emotionally weak, having unbalanced behavior, and suffering from conditions such as intrauterine growth retardation and attention deficit hyperactive disorder. For example, see this ultrasound report where the unborn baby gets stressed on hearing the parents quarrel. On the other hand, you could see in this video where the atmosphere of the house is very good, family members are caring, cheerful, regularly engaged in studying inspirational literature and talking to each other affectionately, making the unborn baby happy. According to epigenetic science, if positive changes are brought about in the home atmosphere and the pregnant mother enhances her thinking, character, and nature and follows an ideal lifestyle as well as healthy and balanced diet, then good virtues can be established in the unborn baby by neutralizing the expression of its bad genes inherited from generations. For example, Hiranyakashipu was an ardent follower of demonic culture, but his son Prahalad became a great man and God Narayan's devotee. The only reason was that Hiranyakashipu's wife Gayadu stayed in sage Narad's hermitage during her pregnancy, where she was benefited from the company of a saint and the favorable divine atmosphere of his hermitage. Not only Prahalad, the child who had actually inherited demonic genes, but his future generations too became great human beings. The atmosphere of the demonic kingdom got transformed into a saintly divine atmosphere. Here are some similar examples of the mothers who had their Garbh Samskar solemnized. This expectant mother would always recite the Gayatri mantra before consuming any food during pregnancy. Its beneficial effect was seen in the baby as well, who would not eat food until he would hear the Gayatri mantra. Whenever this mother felt tired or stressed during pregnancy, she used to listen to a particular devotional song. Its effect was seen in the baby as well. When the baby would start crying, the same song was played to it, which made it calm down immediately. This mother used to meditate on Gayatri mantra during pregnancy. The baby would stop crying when the mother would chant Gayatri mantra to it. The baby would also try to chant Gayatri mantra. This child learnt reciting Gita verses right within the womb. The awakened, goal-oriented younger generation wishing to have talented children is enthusiastically taking steps towards having a desired child in the name of a planned baby. Someone envisages a future scientist in their child. Someone else is looking it to be the world's best singer, dancer, painter, player, writer, or similar kind of genius. In today's world of the internet, we come across so many such enthusiasts telling about various techniques of getting meritorious children. But friends, such enthusiasm and excitement would prove to be short-lived if we don't try to equip the child's personality with the excellence of good thinking, ideal character, and decent conduct, as well as the divine qualities like love, mercy, generosity, compassion, sympathy, and so on. So let's see what we need to do to get a healthy, intelligent, brilliant, and talented child of a charismatic personality. It is also very important for a mother to have a regular healthy routine, or else the desire to have a healthy and cultured child would remain unfulfilled. Atma Bodh. Prayer. Visualizing the hands as living deities and offering a prayer and pledge to engage in good actions. Offering respects to Mother Earth. Ushapan, or drinking water on waking up in the morning. Minimum of 1 glass and maximum of 3 glasses. Sit up and sip the water very slowly. The benefits of Ushapan, or drinking water on waking up in the morning, are: Number 1, keeps the stomach and intestines clean. Number 2, copper ions protect against bugs. Number 3, helpful against constipation and gas problems. Number 4, drinking water without brushing the teeth or washing the mouth would help saliva go into the stomach and impart medicinal benefits, thus boosting immunity. Chanting and meditation. During the meditation, you should feel the bright rays of the sun permeating into the entire existence of the unborn baby, making it even healthier, talented, sympathetic, and bright, as well as imparting it a brilliant character. Friends, if an expectant mother chants Gayatri Mantra regularly, it will surely help her baby to develop divine qualities like kindness, compassion, affection, and so on. The glory of the Gayatri Mantra has been sung not only by the sages and great men, but also by the modern-day scientists who have found through their scientific research that the intellectual capacity can indeed be developed enormously by chanting Gayatri Mahamantra. After chanting and meditation, offer an oblation of water to the sun god, which helps in development of greater reverence. Yoga practice. This should be followed by daily yoga practice. Pregnant mothers should practice yoga postures and pranayam only after consulting specialist doctors and yoga experts. The benefits of practicing yoga during pregnancy are as follows. The body becomes flexible, healthy, and strong. It helps in reducing labor pain by making the pelvic region stronger and flexible, thus relieving tension around the cervix and perineum. It relieves pregnancy-related problems such as backache, constipation, swollen legs, hyperacidity, anxiety, sleepless nights, loss of appetite, tiredness, low birth weight of baby, etc. It helps to keep the mind tension-free, relaxed, happy, calm, and peaceful. It prepares both the body and the mind for delivery. It cleanses millions of subtle channels and nerves of the body. It boosts the memory power of both the mother and the child. It also boosts immune resistance power. Now let us get to know the precautions that need to be taken by expectant mothers when practicing yoga. There should be a gap of at least an hour between the shower and yoga practice. Don't put unnecessary strain when doing yoga. Practice yoga within your abilities. Do not practice those yoga poses which need to be done lying down on the stomach. Practice yoga on an empty stomach in the morning and in the evening. Empty the bladder and bowels before practicing yoga poses. When practicing yoga poses, wear loose clothes, opt for a well-ventilated and clean place, and lay a soft mat to cover the floor. Do not carry out exercises and yoga poses in some special health conditions such as high blood pressure, multiple pregnancy, heart disease, bleeding, premature rupture of membranes or waters breaking prematurely, etc. First, practice subtle exercises. Badnanguli naman or toe bending. Goof naman or ankle bending. Gulf chakra or ankle rotation. Gulf gurnan or ankle crank. Mushtika band or fist clenching. Mani band naman or wrist bending. Mani band chakra or wrist rotation. Kohini naman or elbow bending. Skanda chakra or shoulder joint rotation. Imitating rope pulling. Neck movements. Netra Gurnan or eyeball rotation. Tarasan or palm tree pose. Diryaktarasan or swaying palm tree pose. Utkatasan or high sitting pose. Trikonasan or triangle pose. Marjari Asan or cat stretch pose. Setu Bandh Asan or bridge pose. Chakki Chalasan or churning the handmill. Titliasan or butterfly pose. Vajrasan or thunderbolt pose. Matsya Kridasan or flapping fish pose. Savasan or corpse pose. The next practice is the sequence of pranayam or breathing exercises. Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Brahmari Pranayam. Pran Sanchar Pranayam or life force attracting pranayam. Have breakfast half an hour after yoga practice. Let us see which nutritious foods should be included in the breakfast for an expectant mother. You should include sprouted grains such as mung, fenugreek seeds, gram, peanut and celery, curd and banana, and the curd set in a silver bowl or an earthen pot can be consumed with jaggery. You can take 3 pieces of walnuts, 4 pieces of soaked almonds, 5 pieces of soaked raisins, 1 to 2 pieces of soaked figs, or 1 teaspoon each of flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, and watermelon seeds. If the expectant mother is anemic, she can take spinach leaves juice or sprouted wheat leaves juice half an hour after yoga practice. Have a snack an hour later. Do your housework like sweeping, washing, cooking, sewing, embroidery, and so on while listening to soothing and inspirational melodious music. Now let's get to know about the food for the pregnant mother. The food should be vegetarian, easily digestible, nutritious, balanced, virtuous, and spiritually cultivated. It would be even better if cereals and vegetables are organic. Eat only whole grain bread containing bran. Keep changing the types of pulses every day. Have only one type of lentil at a time. There must be at least one leafy vegetable in the everyday lunch. Use a fresh seasonal salad. Yogurt can also be eaten for lunch. Before having a meal, offer it to God and then consume it as a sacred cultivated food. Friends, any food we eat has 3 parts. The first part is the gross or physical one, the weight of which is felt by the stomach on its consumption, and any residual part of it left after their digestion is excreted out as waste material. The second part is the subtle one, which gives strength and energy to the body by getting transformed into sapta dhatu or 7 tissues like blood, plasma, and others. The third part is the causal one, which turns into sanskars or intrinsic characteristics and gets integrated in the mind and intellect. It means that the subtle qualities of the food eaten by a person influence his or her thinking and behavior. It has been aptly said that the mind becomes what one eats. Food is also divided into 3 categories on the basis of its subtle effects. The first category is that of a sattvic or pure and virtuous food. It imparts peace to mind and helps having noble thoughts. Being rich in natural elements, they are easily digestible and good for health. The second category is that of a rajasic food. Adding hot chili and spices, as well as frying and roasting any sattvic food to make it more delicious, would actually turn it into a rajasic food. It not only loses its nutrients, but is also difficult to digest. Eating rajasic food makes the mind restless and bad-tempered. The third category is that of tamasic food. Non-vegetarian food like eggs, fish, meat, stale food, garlic, onion, and all intoxicants are classified as tamasic food. Their consumption triggers laziness, anger, agitation, and violent tendencies. Since the food of a pregnant mother is also nourishing her unborn baby, the subtle qualities of the mother's food will definitely have an effect on the unborn baby as well. Therefore, the food should be cooked only after having a shower. Chant Gayatri Maha Mantra mentally when cooking food. Once the food is ready, offer it first to God and then consume it as sacred food. The process of offering food to the god is known as Bali Vaishva Dev Yagya, in which sacrifice of food is made to 5 categories of divinities. In the afternoon, you should engage in conversation with the unborn baby on productive themes such as telling about the qualities of good people, some distinguished personal qualities of the family members, family chats, good work being carried out in the society, and so on. Then you should have a rest for an hour. Have fruit salad or buttermilk around 3 or 4 p.m. Carry out household work in a happy spirit and in a musical environment while mentally chanting Gayatri Maha Mantra or Maha Mrityunjay Mantra and contemplating its meaning. Aarti should be done in the evening. It would be even better if all the family members can do it together. Following the Aarti, you should do the Nad Yoga meditation for 15 minutes daily to awaken your tender feelings. You should have dinner earlier than normal and eat a light and easily digestible diet of porridge, khichdi, fiber-rich vegetables, and so on. In addition, you can occasionally have kheer or milk pudding with some jaggery or sugar candy added to it. Avoid white sugar. Just before going to bed at night, you should study and contemplate on useful, rich literature and think about how to integrate the learned wisdom in your life. This is a powerful way to instill the good habit of reading and learning in the unborn child. The topics of such study can be something like this: biography and motivating life events of great people, stories about child development, stories of bravery and heroism, emotional development of children, understanding the responsibility before becoming a householder, be a helper and not the ruler of children, emotional interactions between parents and children, Unsavan Sanskar, development of great children in the family laboratory, those who became immortal forever even after death, great women of the world, short and sweet formulas of personality development, etc. Perform the spiritual practice of Tattva Bodh while sitting in the bed just before going to sleep at night. Imagine that my life is ending. I am going in the lap of Mother Death. I have fulfilled all my worldly responsibilities. This feeling liberates me from lust, greed, and attachment. Tattva Bodh actually implies self-analysis. Evaluate your whole day's work, thinking, behavior right from the moment you woke up in the morning. Praise yourself and feel happy for everything good that happened among them, and feel sorry and apologize to God for any mistakes made and resolve not to commit the same mistake again. Now, surrender everything good and bad to God and lie down with your head facing eastwards or southwards to go to sleep, listening to night prayers or chanting of Gayatri or Maha Mrityunjay Mantra. Throughout the day, you should keep drinking water regularly every half an hour by sipping it very slowly. Incompatible food combinations should be avoided, for example, salt and milk, dahi vada, palak paneer, curd and sour fruits, and so on. Avoid food sourced from outside and restaurants. Avoid food containing too much oil, chili, and spices. Never watch any programs on television, internet, or mobile which have scenes of horror, provocation, violence, adultery, conspiracy, or similar. They can have a very bad effect on the unborn child. The lethal radiation emitting from these devices can also cause congenital diseases in the unborn baby. So, do avoid them. The bedroom should be decorated with beautiful natural sceneries and inspiring pictures of great men and women. The parents and family members should not discriminate against the gender of the baby growing in the womb. The baby in the womb is capable of sensing the feeling which should never be ignored. You should rather think of making the baby cultured and welcome it enthusiastically with open arms, whether it is a boy or a girl. Observe celibacy during pregnancy. It is very important physically and mentally for both the child and the mother. Scientists are of the opinion that any virtues and values instilled in the child by the parents during the pregnancy and during the first 5 years of life take root in the heart and mind of the child. These impressions would never ever fade away from its subconscious mind. They will remain throughout the life. Therefore, every parent should study this literature and get guidance for the all-out development of the future generation. As per the sage-inspired Sanskar tradition and today's modern science, the pregnancy period is a powerful means where it is possible to make the child endowed with cultured virtues. This task is being successfully carried out through Garbhotsav Sanskar by awgp Sanskarvan Pidi, or Let Us Create a Culture Generation program team of Shantikunj under the expert divine guidance of all World Gayatri Pariwar head Shraddhaya Shail Didi and Shraddhaya Dr. Pranav Pandya ji. It is accomplished through the expectant mother's positive thinking, character, conduct and virtuous lifestyle, together with the support of her family members and creation of a heavenly atmosphere at home.
पुंसवन संस्कार के बाद बच्चे के अंदर वो संस्कार आ जाते हैं जो जीवन भर उसके व्यक्तित्व को प्रभावित करते हैं। ज्यादा दूर न जाके केवल इतना ही अगर देख लें कि अभिमन्यु माँ के गर्भ में से ही सारी कलाएं सीख के आया था चक्रव्यूह वेदन की, और नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट अपने माँ के गर्भ से ही क्रांति की धारा लेके आया था। ये संस्कार अगर हम देना शुरू कर दें तो राष्ट्र के नवनिर्माण के लिए हमारी आगामी आने वाली पीढ़ियां तैयार हो जाएंगी। उनके शारीरिक, मानसिक और भावनात्मक विकास के लिए हमारी बहनों का सक्रिय होना बहुत जरूरी है।
After solemnization of Punsavan Sanskar, the baby acquires the qualities which favorably influence its personality throughout the life. Without more ado, just see how Abhimanyu learnt the art of penetrating the invincible military formation of Chakravyu right from its mother's womb, and Napoleon Bonaparte brought a wave of revolution right from within the womb. If we start imparting these good values to our future generations, they will become better equipped for the task of rebuilding the nation. It is very important for our fellow sisters to start working actively in this direction for their physical, mental and emotional development.
पुंसवन संस्कार है, इसको वास्तव में गर्भ की पूजा की जाती है। यज्ञ की उपस्थिति इसलिए जरूरी है कि यज्ञ का धूम्र जो है, यज्ञ का जो घुमाड़ा है, उसके माध्यम से, सुगंधि से और औषधि के धुएं से गर्भ के अंदर तक चेतना तक जाती है और उससे संस्कार पैदा होते हैं। हमारी पुंसवन संस्कार में इतनी शक्ति है कि एक माँ अगर चाहे तो अपने बेटे को कुछ भी बना सकती है।
Punsavan Sanskar is actually called a ritual worship of the unborn baby. Yajna or fire ceremony is an essential element of the ceremony, as the subtle smoke of the yajna, through its pleasant smell and medicinal properties, reach the baby right up to the deepest core of its consciousness to produce long-lasting worthy impressions. Our Punsavan Sanskar is such a powerful observance that could enable a mother to make her baby whatever she may desire. From Shantikunj, we provide important information about the knowledge and science of pregnancy to have a cultured generation and the great significance of this period within the womb.
जब इन संस्कारों को हमारे ऋषियों ने कहा है और तब हम उसको विधि पूर्वक कराते हैं तो उसका जो प्रभाव है वो न केवल मनुष्य के मनोविज्ञान पे पड़ता है बल्कि उसके हार्मोनल सिस्टम पे और उसकी जेनेटिक मशीनरी पे भी पड़ता है। तो क्या करता है, फिर वो अचेतन में घुसे हुए जो कुविचार हैं, जो दुष्विचार हैं, जो पशु प्रवृत्तियां हैं, जो गंदे विचार हैं, उनको बदल करके वो उसको आलोकित कर देता है। किसको? अचेतन मस्तिष्क को, और उसमें सद्विचारों को स्थापित कर देता है।
We systematically perform these sanskars or sacraments proposed by our sages. They have a favorable impact not only on the psychology of the unborn baby, but also on its hormonal system and genetic machinery. What do? They then transform and rectify any bad, dirty, and evil thoughts, as well as animal instincts prevailing in its subconscious mind. They illuminate the baby's subconscious mind and instill good thoughts in it. Training is given on adopting a specific lifestyle, which the aforesaid mission has made possible. This includes ideal daily routine, dialogues with the unborn baby, asanas or yoga postures, meditation, pranayam or yogic breathing exercises, and a balanced sattvic or virtuous diet during pregnancy. Trainers are being trained and sent out not only throughout the country but also abroad. New mothers have sent the above video clips of their babies. In fact, the incarnation of those great human beings and divine beings is now definitely possible again, whom we sorely lack these days. Param Pujya Gurudev Pandit Shri Ram Sharma Acharya Ji and Mata Bhagwati Devi Sharma Ji's resolve of awakening divinity in man and fostering heavenly atmosphere on earth will soon become a reality. Once again, the great souls like Ram, Krishna, Gautam, Rana, Shivaji, Sita, Savitri, Madalsa, Lakshmi Bai will incarnate on the earth, and India will once again become the Jagat Guru or global spiritual teacher, the most valuable asset and a world leader. Therefore, get to know about the Garbhotsav Sanskar and start contributing to this meritorious cause.
हमारे YouTube चैनल शांतिकुंज वीडियो गायत्री परिवार को सब्सक्राइब करें एवं बेल आइकन जरूर दबाएं ताकि गायत्री परिवार की विभिन्न गतिविधियों की जानकारी आपको मिलती रहे।